Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. It's kind of dark and dingy here today. I think the snow's coming tomorrow. I'm in Kansas. Anyway, don't remember if I've read for you before. I do so many I can't remember everybody. I like to explain real quick. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. So I try to describe the picture the best that I can because they never waste a message. They don't waste their energy. So there's always a reason. So if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind because you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, I know what she's talking about. So this is not an exact science. Got to stretch it outside the box a little bit sometimes. We communicate the best way we can. So, she's coming in singing, You Are My Sunshine, My Only Sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. That little children's song. I don't know if she used to sing this to you. Maybe you just recently sang it to somebody else, and she's acknowledging that she knows that. But also, she's shown me a picture, like something like you might buy in Walmart, and it says, You Are My Sunshine. It's in a frame. Whether it's just a picture, whether it's an actual framed picture, don't know exactly. This is one of those things, but it's a sign for you. So know that if you're walking through the store and your head feels pulled, like you need to look, if you get that feeling, you need to turn and look, but you don't know why, actually look. And this is going to be a sign from her to you. When you get it, validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more. Give her permission to bring you more. So anyway, it could be a picture, it could be in a movie, it could be on Facebook, something that says, You Are My Sunshine. That the actual song could pop up from who knows where. She says, Oh baby, how could you think that I don't love you? I loved you unconditionally. Yes, I got frustrated a lot. But the reason I got frustrated is because I love you so much and want so much for you. I had my own things to do. It wasn't always right. It wasn't always right for you. But I had my own agenda. So please forgive me for that. It had nothing to do with you. And she's kind of hanging her head in shame. Like she knows there's way more she could have and should have done. One of my regrets is not doing more for you. But all moms feel that way. We always think we should have done more, we can do more. And then we do too much. So do you have or did she have a front porch swing? The picture she's showing me is one like mine that's on my back deck, and it's hanging from the ceiling. It's a regular wooden swing that hangs from the ceiling that we had painted. My mom painted it. And she's showing herself sitting there. So if you have this at your house, watch it. It could Mine's moving right now. I don't think there's any wind out there, but it's slightly, just slightly moving. I don't see anything blowing out there. So watch for something like that. If it was a swing that she had, then she's validating it's her, and she's sitting on this swing, enjoying it. Not my swing, wherever this swing's at. That would have something to do with her. So if you walk by somebody's swing and it just barely starts moving, because usually it's not, they usually don't have enough force to, make it do all that stuff. Physical objects are harder for them to manipulate. Electronics, pretty easy. Electronics, smells, things like that, they love those because they're easy for them to do. Now my swing just quit moving. So, like I said, watch for that. Now she's showing herself. I'm assuming it's your couch. She's standing on it and she's jumping up and down on the cushion, jumping and flapping her arms and just being very, very animated about jumping on the cushions on your couch and saying, I'm getting even. I'm getting even. And she's laughing hysterically. I told you I'd get even with you for doing that all the time. You know how we always say, yeah, when you grow up, and you get your own home, I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to leave a mess and I'm going to jump on your stuff. She's doing it. So watch your couch. I don't know if you have any, let's say you might have some pillows or a blanket or something draped over the back, whatever it is. And it probably, I'm not going to say it won't, but probably won't happen like while you're sitting there. You could feel pressure on the cushion a little bit. You might feel something move. You might feel like somebody's there. But watch, like when you leave the room and come back and then something might be a little messed up. It probably won't be like a whole tornado went through there, but watch for something to be a little different, or the cushion could be a little crooked, or she's having great fun with it. So again, when you see this or you feel it, validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her. And I never know how somebody else is going to feel the energy because we all feel it different. But you know how when somebody, I preach this all the time, when somebody walks into the room, you don't hear them, you don't see them, but you feel them, and you turn around and go, there's somebody here. It's kind of like that. So you could she says very probably, will feel, and I always hear that song, somebody's watching you. You don't want me to sing. You'll want to delete the video if I sing. But it's in a good humored, good hearted, funny way. It's not like something creepy. It's like I've got a couple people now. I have to go to a house, and I also have to do a video because there's things in their house. All I'm feeling so far is family members. So when I get into it more, we'll see. It's people think their house is haunted. Not necessarily. She's talking about Cracker Jacks. And it may not be Cracker Jacks, but she's got like a bowl of something and she's popping little tidbits in her mouth. So I don't know if you have a bowl or if you're sitting there with one. Like one lady she said it's about marshmallows, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, I'm sitting here eating a marshmallow as I'm watching this video." So something along that line. Maybe you guys used to sit there and eat Cracker Jacks or something out of a bowl, snacking, candy, something. She's not making it real clear what's in the bowl, but she did say Cracker Jacks. I don't know if they even still make those. As far as Scott, she says, I did the best I could with what I had at the time. There was love there. I was doing for myself probably more than you. It's what I needed. It's what I wanted. Certain things will come to light. Certain things will come to light. She's talking about that connection. And maybe certain things already have. If I could do over, I wouldn't because of you. Didn't realize who I was hurting. Didn't realize the repercussions. You do good. You do you. You do what you feel in your gut is right concerning this. She's showing you turning around and turning your back to it. It's trying to show you doing something after you did that, but I can't tell. I don't know what she's showing you holding. It's almost like you're holding a feather, a brown feather, kind of a light brown feather. It's what it kind of looks like, but I'm not 100% sure. Not sure what it has to do with it. She's showing you writing a letter and burning it. So if you haven't done this, I don't know if this is something she's validating. I don't spend my whole reading just validating stuff because that's just a medium patting himself on the back. If you have not done this, she wants you to do it. Write a letter to him. Write a letter. Put all the crap in there that even the stuff nobody else knows. Write it. Then go burn it. She says sending it will do no good. Burning it will. And as you're burning it, actually one of my medium friends had me do something like this the other day. As you're burning it, allow that to release. Allow that to go with the smoke. And which is basically what Native Americans do with their sage, which I sage all the time. I just did. They let it go with the smoke. They let it go to the gods. They let the gods handle it. They let the universe handle it. So, and she's saying let go and let God. Just sit there and write everything that hurts in your heart concerning this connection. You can do it for other things too. Burn it, and as the smoke is going, just know that those thoughts, those feelings are being released through that smoke and going where they can be transformed into something else. But they'll be away from you. She says, let go, let go, let go. It's not worth it. She says, then watch the knot in your stomach soften. And I'm saying if you need to do it more than once, do it more than once. I feel like I pull stuff back in and go, No, I gave it to you, but I'm going to take it, keep it because it that pain is mine. I'm going to keep it. She says, let it go, let it go, let it go. Once in a while, you can pull it back in. Just keep doing it, keep letting it go. Even if you just visualize burning it, physically do it first. If it comes back, visualize it if you don't have time to burn it, and watching that smoke, imaginary smoke that you're visualizing, and imagine an angel waiting for it at the other end, or however you want to do your visualization. It truly works. It releases that energy that you're holding on to. She doesn't want you to hold on to it. And she's actually, as the smoke is going up that way, she's actually showing herself like halfway, and she's like almost like fanning it, like keep going, keep going, keep going. So as you burn it, ask her to help. I promise you 1,000% she can hear you, she can see you. So when you do things like this, ask her to come in and help. Don't beg, don't demand, ask her. And then just let that go, release that, and just trust that she will be there to help with this. She's talking about scotch, and then she said scotch tape. So I don't know if she's talking about, she was just trying to say scotch tape, or she's talking about drinking some scotch and scotch tape. I have no clue how those two, whether that's two different things or just the scotch tape. So I don't know if you just had trouble with scotch tape or you were looking for your scotch tape. She says you're going to find scotch tape in weird places. And she's showing like just a piece of tape, like in weird places. She's showing the dispenser too. And I need to order some. But she's also, thanks for reminding me. She's showing it like there's going to be a piece of scotch tape here in a weird place, like maybe on the edge of the kitchen counter, and then another one over here, another little piece over here, another little piece over here, or you've recently been fighting with the scotch tape wrapping presents, maybe. Or maybe you kept losing it while you were wrapping presents. Know that that's another sign from her, and I asked them for unique things. Everybody knows about the coins and the feathers and the butterflies. I asked them for something unique they think they can do for the people I read for. So that'll be a cute one. You can even see it on Facebook or in a movie. You might see somebody fighting with it in a movie. It's fighting with some tape, you know. It doesn't matter how it comes across. That's walking through Walmart and seeing the whole display of scotch tape. Now, unless one falls out on the floor, one happens to be laying on the floor or something, that won't count. Okay, she starts singing the song, Put the Lime in the Coconut. So you need to go Google that, YouTube it, whatever. There'll be some kind of words in there for you. So, and also maybe you've recently had a drink with a lime in it, or maybe had coconut or coconut Malibu, or not sure what she's validating with the lime and the coconut song. This says, ALEXA says Red Tracy was the guy that sang it. That's an old song. I haven't heard that forever. So anyway. And just so you know, I always ask people to send me questions. I can ask them the questions, doesn't mean they're going to answer. It's totally their show, her show this time. It's totally up to her whether she wants to answer or not. I can't twist her arm. She's Now she's showing you when you were an infant. And she's showing her heart swelling with pride. She says, I so loved you. Wasn't sure what to do with this little bundle, but I so fell in love with you at first sight. And that never stopped. So if you can just believe that, You know it. You feel it. You're just letting some other stuff get in the way of that, in between it. She's kind of showing like there's a little wall, like there's a line from you to her, from your heart area, and like there's this little wall right around that line. Gets stuck. She says, I'm asking you to trust me, and I'm asking you to trust that. Love never dies. And she can feel your love. She can hear you. Know that love is an energy, and when we leave and don't have this heavy body anymore, we are energy. The love doesn't quit. The love, that energy is quantum physics, if nothing else. You can't kill energy. It just changes form. The love is the highest energy there is, and they feel that. And she's trying to figure out a way for you to feel her love for you. Didn't tell you enough when I was here. I had somebody do this the other day. She's grabbing her hair and pulling. Sometimes when you were a teenager, she says, I don't know if that's something she used to do. Kind of like she was exasperated, but aren't all of us moms when our kids get to be teenagers? I have no clue how old you are. That's tough. I can't take back the things that I did, but you can't live your life in the past. That's for mom. She wants you to let some of those things go. Now she's showing you like with a big ass suitcase, and you're dragging it along the ground. It's so heavy, and you're dragging it with, you're taking your garbage, that garbage with you. And she, okay, and she wants you. You're going to have to learn how to visualize according to mom. She's showing you opening this suitcase, and instead of all that heavy crap that you're dragging through your life with you, that white doves fly out of it. Visualize that. Visualize it. I promise you it truly works. This is mom's suggestion. Even if it doesn't sound like something she would talk about here, she's learned things up there. Just imagine the beautiful white doves flying out of there, and there's no more heavy, dark, ugly crap. Excuse me. She says when you do these things, you will start thinking about her in a different light, a much lighter, brighter, more loving light. She says, I don't blame you at all. So whatever you just thought of, she says she doesn't blame you at all. She says to be kind to others, even if they're assholes, because you don't know what they're going through inside. So instead of judging them, okay, she says not really pity them, but just, I don't know what word, she's trying to think of a word. She goes, not pity, not pity. Just don't judge what you don't know. That's what she just said. Send them love and walk away from them. Just because you're not judging them, just because that doesn't mean you have to love them. That doesn't mean you have to talk to them. It just means you kind of release it. Send them love. They have enough anger and hate in them already. And that's actually, I think she's talking about this one, that her connection with him, but it works actually for every single person in the world. She says, you don't know their internal struggles, and you honestly didn't know my internal struggles. Because I did not make everybody aware of my internal struggles. And that's okay because it's mine. I love you. To the moon and back. Be careful with your choices. And I think she's talking about choices in love. I don't know if she's exactly talking about a partner or friendship or what, but she wants you to be careful of your choices, think it through. Don't repeat my mistakes. I love you. Love you, baby girl. I should have told you that more when I was here. Now she's showing us a skateboard, and it's rolling through a hardwood floor living room. It's not carpeted. Don't know if that makes any difference, but it's in the house. Definitely in the house. Living room could be dining room, but it looks more like living room. And this skateboard just comes rolling through there, making a racket, noisy on the not carpeted floor. Watch for a skateboard to just take off. Don't know if this will be in your house. May not even have one around you, but just could be in a movie. I'm not sure what she's getting at with this skateboard. It could be something that she's trying to do. So anyway, just be aware of that. Okay, so she says, Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. She says, and it is Merry Christmas. Don't buy into that other crap. Not Happy Holidays. Merry Christmas. Something under your tree. Something, she's showing Christmas tree. She's showing underneath it. She's not showing me what. So I don't know if there's going to be something special under your tree. You put something special under your tree. Did you put something that belonged to her under your tree? She's not making it clear enough where I can see it. So know that she will be there. All right, she's showing. All right, when they want me to see something, they exaggerate it. If I'm not seeing it, what they want. So it's like one of the bottom limbs of your Christmas tree is like it's growing, 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 and sticking out way further than the other ones. And there's a gold bulb on the end of this limb that is growing out there. So I'll look at it. So I don't. Do you have a special ornament for her, or the one that she had, or something? Not sure. So if it's something of hers, know that she's validating, and she knows that. Okay, she's leaving. She says she's got people waiting on her. She's not showing me who they are. They're way off in the distance. I see. Man and lady. Kind of feels like her parents. I don't know if they're still here. But there's a man and lady on, and the lady's in a wedding dress. So I don't know if you have a picture of your grandmother in a wedding dress, whether your grandmother's here or gone. I have no clue for sure, but they're waiting on her. And they look like they were young. It's a picture of them when they were younger, maybe when they got married. Anyway, hopefully you know who this is. They're both slim, dark hair. But it's not their time to step forward. And she's not telling me for sure who it is. Anyway, she's leaving. Much love you, my dear. Uh, Thank you for being patient. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Thank you for allowing me to be her voice.